coming from the Office of Spirits of Japan. We were coming home today and we saw something interesting that you might find interesting. Today's sushi is not really it just started that way. It all began a long time ago when non-ocean areas wanted to bring in fish. And so what they would do is they would cook the rice and make that with a soy sauce and vinegar mixture, and mostly vinegar. And they would pack it in these little containers, and then they would fillet the fish and they put the fish in there. Then they would pack more rice on top of that because the rice is absorbing the vinegar mixture, which now preserves. It was mostly mackerel. Back in the day up north was salmon, and they would pack that in and throw it on their backs and carry it into the mountainous areas, and then people could have fish, ain't like today, so there's no distributors and things like that. So what we've done, what they've done over the years is ended up having a idea of like, we take the fish out and we throw all this rice away, and why won't we just make this rice and pack it in and then put the fillets on, slice everything up, layer them in, and now you're able to eat the rice with the fish. And again, as I said before, is saba, which is your mackerel, and then your shake, which is your sake, which was salmon. And this is kind of what it's kind of developed into is this. Okay. These are all persimmon leaves. These are really delicious. So hold on, let me get a better picture. It's called Kaki no Ha Sushi. It's kind of developed. It's a little crazier here. This one here, we're going to open that one up. That's actually tuna. This is actually roast duck. And then, oh no, this is the duck. I forget what that is. And that's the salmon. And this is anago, the ocean eel. So we're going to open up these one by one. I'm going to show them to you. It's not very popular amongst foreign folks, meaning non-Japanese people, but Japanese love it. And maybe if I introduce it to you, you will kind of maybe get an idea that maybe you'd like to try something. So this is sake. They've got it labeled for us. And these are persimmon leaves. Persimmon, of course, is an autumn fruit in Japan. See, when you open this little bug up, look at that. Okay, there you go. So it's not the onigiri of today. The onigiri of today, that's only been around for 100 years or so. This is block. You would think block sushi. Okay, you got your leaf. You don't eat your leaf. You put that aside. But now this has all been soaked in vinegar. It's got all that different, and you could use soy sauce still, but usually just try it just like that. It's really, really good. So here we go. So you get a lot of that vinegary flavor. Vinegar preserves, right? But the balance is perfect. In most onigiri that you get now, okay, when you see it rotating around the little onigiri, the kaiten sushi, usually when we make sushi, we get that 2 ounces of rice going. At the end, stick your thumb in there and you get an air pocket. Then you put I did this first training course for 6 months, and then you put your wasabi and your sushi on, get the perfect, it's Japanese in my mind, but it's not coming out in English. Katachi, this arch to it, but you got a little air pocket in there, so that when you bite into it, you're not eating a glob of rice with your fillet. You'll notice the fillet here is a lot thinner than what's almost sushi nigiri, and there is no air pocket. It's just is as it was. This was your original nigiri sushi. Is your tuna. Okay, a little bit of an issue here. Sometimes it sticks to the, and there you go. Yum. Next one, it's got a little label too. And this is your red snapper. Let's pull that. Look at that. Nice, huh? Let's try that one. Today we're not doing sake with this. We're going to do shochu. It's Japanese vodka. You probably already noticed the big 20. Huh? That's 20 proof. 20% alcohol. Sorry. Not 20 proof. 20% alcohol. And most sake is between 13 and 17% alcohol. Your shochu, your Japanese vodka, which could actually be made from regular potato, sweet potato, rice, corn, barley. Usually has at 20 to 25. Yay. My home drinking cup. You got that vinegar, you got that fish. All right, now, this is kind of odd. This is supposed to be smoked duck. This is something new. It's something that, not something they did a long time ago, but there you go. So you saw a minute ago the tuna was a little bit darker than what you'd be used to if you were eating just a regular nigiri sashimi. That's because of the vinegar marinated it. Well, it's marinating. Marinating's cooking, right? So let's try this. It's the first time I've ever had duck with vinegar sushi, but it works. But you got the fattiness of the duck. Wow. Since 1983, I've been eating sushi. I've probably been eating this stuff since probably 1986. That's my first duck, so my brain's trying to handle what's going on. Yeah, it works. One more to go. Oh, hey. All right. Last one. Anago. A lot of you are familiar with unagi. Unagi is your river eel. Anago is your sea eel. They cook about the same, use the same sauce. There's a lot of difference. As when I take people to Kyoto Nishiki Market, there's a lot of places that do the farmed eel. One place that does river eel, and you can notice that fattiness and the thickness of it is different. Same with anago. Anago is your sea eel. It's a little bit wider. You go to Hiroshima when you're heading out to Miyajima. Miyajima is actually pretty. That area right there in Hiroshima is pretty famous for its anago. You'll find a lot of anago restaurants there. So you'll see this one now. Now this sushi does not put the sweet sauce on it. It just comes marinated anago. See how light that is compared to what your help me, come on, help me. Your unagi would be. I can do unagi every single day. Yeah, but look at that. Yum. Let's try. Awesome. There's a place up in Yoshino. Yoshino up in Wakayama Prefecture before you get to Koyasan. And they used to pack in a lot of sushi. They're pretty famous for it up there. And I had a bunch of anago up there one time. Yoshino used to be the northern and southern court imperial family split at one time. And Kyoto was the northern court. Yoshino was the southern court. But they would pack in all this sushi. So it was like a staple food for them up there. It seems like they're, and where you go, it's a little bit different. Everything's, the sizes are a little bit different, and the things that they would serve are a little bit different. I'm sure there's places that would say smoked duck on this is a no-no. Just like American sushi and rolls, things, you got the dragon nose and stuff. As the Japanese people here would say, oh, that's not sushi, it's sushi, but it's not, but this is no doubt, hands down, your original sushi. So it's really good, fun to try. Next time you're walking by a place and you see these little wrapped up, say, hey, I saw Richard's place. Also on his blog, man. It's his YouTube thing. I'm gonna try the persimmon leaf wrapped sushi. Give it a try. You're in Japan, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. That means breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have 30 chances to eat the best food that Japan has to offer. Don't spend it anywhere else than trying to find food like this. Any questions? Just shoot me a line. www.spiritsofjapan.com, nihon.tours.